Welcome to our YouTube video presentation on a topic that holds a lot of importance for entrepreneurs and business owners alike, business credit. And in this digital era where startups and small businesses are really thriving, it's really going to be crucial to understand the pivotal role that credit plays in shaping the success of your company. And so today we're going to explore some fundamental aspects of business credit, its impact on securing financing and kind of establishing credibility. So I hope you get your notebook out, start taking some notes, because it is my pleasure to introduce Breyon Miller, a remarkable professional from Full Circle Credit Consulting with an unwavering passion for helping individuals achieve financial freedom. And Breyon is a trusted expert in the credit consulting industry, and through his extensive knowledge, dedication, and genuine commitment to client success, he's consistently delivered exceptional results. And so today I've had the opportunity to speak with him and have a conversation about this credit journey. And as a business owner, you may be needing some business credit, and I hope you will also reach out to him. I'm going to go through his website first, and then we will jump right into that interview. Here's the website, Full Circle Credit Consulting, and I'm going to have the website down below. And as you go through this website, you can also reach out to Breyon and find out more information. But today we're going to be talking about business credit. There's kind of a relationship in between business credit and also personal credit, but reach out to Breyon Miller, and here is his phone information where you can schedule a call. And so today's presentation is going to be all about credit. So today we are going to talk about business credit. And there's a lot of companies, right? There are always looking for credit, a line of credit, because once you finally get certified and then you get that contract and you're like, yeah. And then you realize, oh man, I have got to front this money because it's the government and they're going to be slow. I mean, look at our refund checks, right? Or it's a corporation and they have net 30, meaning they're not going to be able to pay you for 30 days. Today, we're going to talk about business credit with Breyon Miller and Full Circle Financial Consultants. Hi, Breyon. Welcome. I am excited. We were just talking a little bit earlier, but we get so many different clients at BizCentral, and we'd like to keep them around. So when they get their first contract, it's basically the same thing. We get excited, and then we realize, oh man, we need some money up front. So, and you're the specialist, you're the guy that everybody should go to. So before we get started, tell me a little bit about yourself and your company, how you got here.
Sure. Just tell you a little bit about myself. My background is actually in sports. I grew up playing basketball. And when I tore my ACL back in 2012, I realized that growing up from Detroit, Michigan, financial literacy and education really wasn't as prevalent as it is nowadays, right? And so once I got injured and basketball was no longer an option, I realized I wasn't really well equipped for the everyday life, right? Business credit, personal credit, understanding how finances work, and understanding how to even leverage that to be successful. And so, long story short, I wind up really dedicating the next 4 years after that of my life to really just being certified in business credit, board certified with personal credit, getting my life and health license, getting my real estate license, and just immersing myself in as much knowledge as I possibly could. And now today, here we are as a company, we're helping business owners who are looking to, exactly like how you said, establish business credit and get funding and really understand first and foremost the mindset of what we can do and how we can leverage those funds to really be successful. So that's just a little bit about me, a little bit about my history, and And now here we are as a company, and we're helping business owners to really get to that next level. But I think it all starts with the mind first.
I agree. I mean, I think that, it definitely starts with the mind and the
Mhm.
process but it also, I think, is also a lot about planning, don't you think?
100%.
Yeah. And so
100%.
we don't need to be waiting until the last minute. We need to get a hold of you, Breyon, as soon as possible to kind of put
Absolutely.
stuff into action. So, even if you're in the certification application phase, that you're just getting your certification, as a business owner and entrepreneur, you need to be thinking about credit all the time. And even from a
Mhm.
personal perspective, right? Because even though we're talking about business credit today, you can also help with personal credit. That's right. And we're going to talk about that a little
Absolutely.
bit. Yeah.
Sure.
So, can you share your uh, kind of like the inspiration behind why you start? I mean, you kind of did talk a little bit about that full circle financial consultants, and how do your services really impact the financial industry?
Great question. I would say that our unique approach is probably what stands us apart from from other individuals in the financial industry, right? When we think about getting funding, and especially successful business owners, a lot of times they don't realize that they can also qualify for funding without having to personally guarantee all of these different loans and funds and things of that nature. And so, really, as a company, what our goal is to educate individuals on seeing that they can acquire business credit without having to use their personal social security number to personally guarantee these funds, right? They also can leverage tax-free, risk-free compounding interest accounts that can also educate them and teach them how they can leverage those funds within their business. And so we really just focus on educating individuals on what they can do, how they can do it, and how they can do it without taking all of that personal risk and burden upon themselves. We also do asset protection where we educate individuals on how do you separate yourself from your business, right? Because I think that's really a good point too, right, Jenny? Yeah, we have to focus on the personal credit. That's kind of the foundation. Then next, you want to focus on your structure, which is the asset protection, separating you from your business. Then you want to focus on the business credit, which is going to help to generate revenue for your business. And then we have, like I said before, that tax-free compounding interest account that you're going to run your funds through to help fund your business. And so that's kind of the complete circle, full circle. Really, we're educating individuals on what they can do, how they can do it, and how they can do it most effectively.
And we're going to talk about this throughout
Mm-hmm.
this short conversation that we're going to have, but we're going to have all of your information that's going to be listed below, so people can go to your website, they can make an appointment with you, you can find out, get a consultation. But can you tell me more about this done for you business credit? How does it work, and how does it benefit small business owners?
Sure, 100%. We created a done for you process mainly because the average entrepreneur, they spend between 8 to 12 hours of their own business time trying to find ways to create business credit. And especially if they're doing it themselves, the process could take anywhere from 18 to 12 months, right? I'm sorry, 18 to 24 months on the short end. And so what we do is my team and I, we come in, we fully do a breakdown of their entire business, their structure. We make sure that everything that they need to actually get those instant approvals are actually in place. A lot of times business owners don't realize that if your number isn't listed with 411, it makes it very difficult to get instant decision approvals, right? Um, so anyway, long story short, we really go in, we do a deep dive, we make sure that their asset protection is set up. We make sure that their businesses have listed all information and is congruent. So it syncs up with whatever they're looking to apply for. We educate them on how to leverage it without using their individual or their social security number. And then also what we do is we go in there and we take care of everything for you. So all you need to do is send your documents in. We have a course that you just fill out the information in, and my team will go in. They'll apply for these different accounts for you. They'll help you out. They'll guide you through every step of the way. We'll help make sure that your structure is set up. We'll create an amenity for you, which is the asset protection. We'll take a look at your personal credit and make sure that that's on par with what you need to be. And then finally, we'll help you set up your tax-free interest bearing account just to make sure everything is really a complete circle. And that's what we do for business owners. And that's how we really take them from where they are to the next level.
That's awesome. I mean, that's incredible.
Yes,
That's a lot of what you're
yes,
doing. That, I mean,
yes.
it's like whenever it comes to finances, and as you know, I'm a CPA, it's kind of like sometimes when you talk to people about money, it's like, oh, I'm so bad in money, but you don't have to be, because you and I had this conversation too. You don't have to
Hmm.
be. It's just,
That's right.
taking the steps. You don't have to be an expert at everything, but you do have to find the right people that can
Hmm.
help you get to the next level. And
Hmm.
that this done for you thing, and that's pretty awesome that you can
Absolutely.
get it taken care of, and the clients are going to be super excited about something that is going to be very useful for them, and that
100%.
will help them once they get their contract of their dreams. So
That's
a,
right.
a lot of entrepreneurs really struggle with getting business credit,
Mhm.
and they're relying on their personal social security number. And so, how does your service help them, achieve this? And also, what kind of impact does it have on their business?
Sure, 100%. Well, like you mentioned, it can lead to financial ruin if you're personally guaranteeing everything for your business. If you're in a position where you have good credit, well, let's help you keep good credit by not having to personally guarantee everything. Because if that business doesn't perform the way that you want, now you're on the hook, you're at risk. Now your personal assets are at risk if you were to, if anything were bad to were to happen with that business. And so what we're doing is we're minimizing that risk and that liability. We're separating yourself from your business. We're separating your business credit from yourself. And so we're educating you on how you can leverage those things risk free. We help you to set up the trust that you need. We help you to set up the accounts that you need. And then we also go in there, we educate you, not just do it for you, but we also can educate you on the steps in the process. So there's different options, right? We have the done for you for the business owner who's busy and doesn't have time to do it. We have it done with you where my team and I will spend a dedicated amount of time with you per week to help walk you through it, to guide you and help you understand it. And then we have a do it yourself where you can purchase that. If you're just a go getter, you want to learn how to do it yourself, you're all about educating yourself and moving forward in that way, but we can accommodate that as well. So I think that's really probably the biggest thing that is going to be impactful is really having the option to either do it yourself or have help. And I think that's the thing. A lot of people don't really have that same the resources, and I know I didn't in the beginning. And
Hmm.
so that's what makes it really useful having yourself and other people to really rely on. So,
Yeah, I think I like those three different categories, because there's some
mhm,
people that like just give me the basic information, I'm ready to go.
mhm,
Self-starters, and a lot
mhm,
of entrepreneurs are like that. And then there's other people, yeah, they really want to learn through this whole process, but then done for you. Hey, I am so busy, I don't have time for this.
that's
So,
true.
and you do see all those different kinds. What I really like about your business is that you're, and I keep on hearing this over, we're here to teach you. We're here to
Mhm,
educate you, because I think that's really super important.
mhm,
You can't really unlearn anything.
mhm.
So once you
That's
learn
true.
it, you can always go ahead and have it in the back of your mind. It might disappear once in a while, but
Mhm,
I mean, I think that that is so important in educating, clients that you might have. And so, what is your one takeaway as we wrap up? That you would, if somebody said, I don't have, too much time, but if you would, what's your one thing that you wish all business owners would take away from this discussion?
sure. I would say give us a call. That's probably going to be one of the biggest takeaways, right? Let us assess the situation and see how we can help make your life simple. And I think that's really what it comes down to is simplicity and convenience, right? Understanding that you don't have to do this all by yourself. We're here to help. And we're here to really put you in a better position. Also, when it comes to education, really is setting that set, like I said before, the mindset, really just shifting that mindset. Sometimes that's really the biggest push that we need is really seeing things for what they are and what they could be, and really understanding that it's possible for us. And I would say if I had to give one more takeaway, it would be let's let's focus on where the areas of opportunity may be in your business, and let's really deep dive and see how we can improve that and make life easy, because time is the only thing that we can't get back. And so if we can give you some of your time back, I think that's more valuable than whatever investment you may have to put up.
I think that's really great. I mean, basically what I hear you saying is, take the first step. It's just a phone
Mm-hmm.
call. Just find
It's
out,
just a phone call. That's right.
and find out where you're at. I think sometimes when it comes to money and credit, it's just that fear factor and people don't
Mm-hmm.
take that step. And when you don't take that step, then, it might be a bigger fear than it might be much less than not less as bad. I guess I'm not saying it really that well, but it's not going to be as bad,
Mm-hmm.
if you reach out, but it may be worse in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So why
Yeah.
not just make a call, find
Mm-hmm.
out, what your status is and get where it's at right now rather than trying to, figure out it and not identifying what some situations. So it sounds like
That's
you have
true.
some really great solutions and I want to thank you for coming today. And we're going to put all of the information below and
Sure.
so that people can reach out to you. Would you prefer that they call or would you prefer that they email you?
I would say that they have options on my
Okay,
website. They can either schedule a consultation right there from the website. They can give me a call. And again, my number is listed on the website. They can, whatever way is convenient. Typically, when you go to the website, you can book an appointment. And I think
perfect.
that's usually pretty good because then we have everything already what we need, prior to the
Great,
phone call. And
great.
there's one other thing that you mentioned that I just wanted to elaborate on. Um, you mentioned about the fear that people have, right? And I think that fear is a very important thing because people are afraid to fail, but they're more afraid of what it would feel like to not try, right? That's even more scary. Time is going to go by anyway. So why not take the opportunity to improve it as it's going along, right?
Yeah,
Let's see what that looks like.
yeah, that's exactly right. But
Mhm.
so thank you for joining me today. I hope that everybody will reach out to you to talk about business credit or even individual credit. I mean, you've got three different great programs that, people can find out more. And so that when they get that contract, they're ready to go.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. And it was a pleasure speaking with you today. Thank you.